Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Fernbus Simulator, and in today's video we are going to confirm what is going to be fixed in the patch. This is not the same video I put out just a couple days ago, just at the end of last week. That was a video of me just talking about, what they were talking about in Discord, but since then Fabian has put out a video on his channel. If you don't know, Fabian is the head producer over at Aerosoft. Aerosoft is the publisher of the game. TML is the developer, so he put out a video out confirming everything that's going to be fixed in the first patch. Things that aren't going to be fixed, things that they kind of want to add to the game that they're going to try to get into the first patch, and discussing when the patch is going to be released. And before we get into that, though, there's something I just want to address. All right, so I put out a video, and I usually share my videos to some Facebook groups that are Fernbus and Tourist Bus Simulator groups, and I don't usually talk about people making comments on my videos or stuff like that, but this one guy commented, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. He called me a liar because in my video I said this is running on Unreal Engine 5. Okay. It's completely idiotic to call me a liar for saying that, because I'm not affiliated with TML. I'm not affiliated with Aerosoft. Okay, I'm not pulling information out of thin air and just saying, "Oh, hey, this game's running on this and this is running on that." The information I put in my videos for you guys, I am getting from the official Discord, TML's official Discord, and I'm getting the information from Fabian's YouTube channel himself. Okay, so I'm not just pulling things out of thin air to tell you guys to think you guys want to hear them or something, which doesn't even make sense, because what would I care? I don't care. I don't have anything to gain from it. So, like, if you're watching this and for whatever reason you don't think this is on Unreal Engine 5 and you think they're lying, well, you need to take that up with them. Don't take that up with a YouTuber that's just trying to pass on information, hopefully to other people that are enjoying the game. I'm not going to apologize for enjoying this game. I'm just not. I feel like a lot of people have a sour taste in their mouth for Tourist Bus Simulator, and so they've just made up their mind that they're going to hate this game. They're going to hate anything TML does. They're going to hate anything with Aerosoft's name on it, and that's it. And that's fine. I get that. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. If that really left a bad taste in your mouth, then don't have anything to do with the developer anymore. Don't buy Fernbus Simulator. I don't know what to tell you. But to buy the game and then just bitch and moan about it and then want your money back when you're not even giving the developers a chance to fix it, that seems a little childish to me. That's all I really want to say about that. And again, like I say, I don't care if you guys hate the game, if you hate the developers, blah, 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 fine. You know what I mean? But just move on with your lives. You don't have to dwell on it. Some people are enjoying the game. I think a lot of people are enjoying the game. But yeah, so I don't pull information out of thin air. I don't make things up. I get all of my information from their Discord or from Fabian's YouTube channel. I have no reason to lie to you guys. It's not my game. I'm not making money off it. If anything, my videos do better if I bash a game. I apologize for that cut. I had to cough for a spell there. So yeah, actually, my videos do better if I bash a game. If I sit here and say how bad a game is, I will get much more views than any video that I put out saying, hey, I like a game. It's just the way it is. So with that out of the way, let's get into the patch though. So for anybody that is enjoying the game and can't wait for the game to be fixed and wants to know when the patch comes out, then this is for you guys. So let's talk about the big things that are going to get fixed, right? The biggest thing, falling through the map. That's going to get fixed. According to the developers, that was already fixed. It's just waiting for the patch to come out. They already knew about it, and they managed to fix it. I guess they said that something broke when they fixed something else. They fixed something else in the game, and that broke other things in the game. So that's kind of where we're at. So the good news is they know how to fix a lot of the things that are broken. Flying through the map, that's going to be fixed. The issues around Paris with the the buildings blocking the road, that's going to be fixed. I guess the graphics at Paris, I guess I heard that a lot of buildings and stuff are just missing. That's all going to be fixed. I guess, you know, France is going to be a lot better experience after the patch. That's what they're aiming for anyway. I hope they can fix it. The next really big one I feel to mention is surrounding the Xbox Series S. So apparently, and I mean, I hate to put it this way, but, you know, it's kind of like the way they're making it sound is that the Series S is having a difficult time handling the game. There's a lot of pop-in, there's a lot of texture issues, there's a lot of, you know, really slow rendering. So they're going to fix it, but to fix it, they need to lock the FPS at 30 on the Series S. So take out of that whatever you want. I mean, personally, I feel like in a game like this, 60 FPS isn't necessary. I mean, obviously, I understand that 60 FPS is a lot smoother, but I also feel that like a racing game or a first-person shooter or something like that would benefit more from 60 FPS than a bus simulator. Just my opinion. Like I said, I know a lot of people are really, really crazy for their 60 FPS and just won't have anything less. And I get it because these new consoles have the capability, right? But yeah, it is what it is. But it seems like that's going to be the fix. He also said that with that fix, it's going to also help the Series X and the PS5 have better performance. Now, he didn't say anything about dropping the FPS on those consoles. So I don't know how that's going to help the performance issues on the PS5 and the Series X. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's see here. What else do we have? Oh, yes. When you take a break in the game, for some reason, you can't check the passengers back in. You can't check them in on the phone. You can check them in, but then you can't continue. And it gets stuck on the phone, and then you're screwed because then when you go to the next stop, you can't check in the next passengers because it tells you you haven't finished the break. That's going to get fixed. Let's see here. I'm just reading here, guys. Okay, so there's some kind of weather bug that he talked about that I haven't noticed. Something about when you choose the weather, it doesn't remember the weather you chose or something like that. Well, that's going to get fixed. In the Discord, one of the developers said the rain and the snow clipping through the vehicles, they haven't fixed on PC. They haven't tested on console yet. They're going to be testing it this week. So, fingers crossed that they get that fixed as well. Oh, another thing that they're fixing, when you pick up passengers, they're supposed to greet you. The passengers are supposed to talk. When you're in the bus, if you get into an accident, if you hit a curb, if the AC is too cold or too hot or something like that, they're supposed to be saying stuff to you. So that was a bug that happened at the very tail end that they didn't catch. They're going to fix that, so the passengers will talk. Let's see here. Okay, so let's talk about some things that he said they would like to add to the game. It may not be included in the patch, guys. Okay, so, you know, bear with them. But these are things that they do want to put in the game. So basically, he said the D-pad really doesn't have any functions. And he's right. The only function the D-pad has is to cycle through the cross menu. Other than that, it doesn't do anything. So they're going to look into trying to map the cruise control to the D-pad I think he said like the left button. So you'll hit the left button to turn it on and hit the left button again to shut it off. And then a lot of people have been saying, hey, we can't see the fuel gauge. So they're going to have something on the D-pad, like you press up and it'll zoom in on the dashboard so you can see the fuel gauge, and then you can zoom out. He also said that for some reason, people on console want to be able to cycle through like you could on Tourist Bus Simulator. For those of you who played that, you'll know that when you're in the cockpit view, to get to the outside view, you had to hit the camera button like 5 or 6 times because it would show you all these views of the various dashboard. Well, I guess people miss that for some reason. So they're going to try to figure out how to implement that, but not connect it to the camera. So they want to keep it where, you can get in cab and then outside with the click of a button. So they said that maybe they'll map that to the D-pad or something. Personally, I feel like they can map other things to the D-pad that's more important, like maybe cycle your lights or your wipers. I think that would be better to have. So what I would do is I would have the left button on the D-pad, turn on your cruise control, press up to zoom in on the dashboard to check your fuel gauge, press up again to zoom out. The right button, you can cycle through your windshield wipers, and then the down button, you can cycle through your headlights. Boom. Got it. Perfect. Right? I mean, it would work on wheels for now, and it would be, a good thing to have. I can't believe no one has said anything about turning on the headlights and the windshield wipers and how cumbersome it is using that cross menu. So, now let's move on to wheel support, because he did mention wheel support as well, and apparently, moving forward, they are going to work hard at getting all the wheels working with force feedback. That's what he said. They said in Discord that they need the tools to do it. They don't have the tools, I guess, to get it working every wheel. I don't really know what that means. I'm not a developer. I don't know. All I know is that other developers get wheels working at launch. So I don't know what the problem is there. If anybody knows what kind of tools they need, drop it in the comments. If you know how do you get these tools? Like I don't quite understand that. It seems to me these companies that make the wheels would be more than willing to help them out with that. I mean, they do any other developer, so I don't see why they wouldn't with them. Alright guys, so now the big question is, when is the patch going to come out, right? That's something that everybody wants to know. And they said that they're going to send the patch off to Microsoft and Sony later this week. So once it passes certification, it'll get sent out and the patch will be live. So possibly next week. If it passes certification. If it doesn't, then it'll be longer. But I would say next week is a pretty safe bet when they'll have the patch out. Again, it depends what they put in the patch. It depends if they decide to try to put something else in the patch in the meantime. I don't really know. DLC will be coming, but they said right now they want to work on getting the game fixed. So they kind of put the DLCs on hold. My guess would be probably next month. They will be paid DLCs, bus DLCs. I think there's 3 bus DLCs. Yeah, I think there's 3 bus DLCs. And then they said moving forward, they do plan on adding other bus brands. And they do plan on expanding the map to other countries, other cities, and stuff like that. So, here's the deal. As long as they make good on what they say they're going to do, I'm fine with it. I'm more than happy with it. And, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and see what happens. And the only reason why I say I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt is just the state of this game compared to Tourist Bus. I already see huge improvements. I see that the passenger monitors work. Checking in the the passengers, that works. The luggage, that works. I feel like everything in the game that's supposed to be working is, right? That's the way I see it. The brake, that's not working, but that's a bug, and they already have that fixed for the first patch. That's what they say. So yeah, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna see what happens. I really hope they get force feedback working, and later on this year, George Bless is supposed to get the same treatment. So we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. But if you guys have any questions for me, leave it in the comments. I'll try to answer you the best I can. In the description of the video, I'm going to leave links to Fabian's video because maybe I missed something. It was a lot, so you can see his video. I'll leave a link to their Discord so you can hop in there. If you have any bugs, hop in there and go into the FB English or the FB, I think, Dutch channel. And you could just say, hey, look I'm on this console and I'm having this issue. And you can report it in there, and that's pretty much how you report bugs. Oh, one other thing. I will say on PS5, I'm experiencing a bug where daytime won't transition to night. So if you start your route at, say, like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're driving through the night, the sky gets dark, but the surroundings stay stupid bright. Like, you don't even need to turn your headlights on. It's very off-putting. And I know it's a bug because if you start a route after dark, if you started at like 9, 10 o'clock, it looks amazing. It's nice and dark. Nighttime, all the lighting is perfect. It looks great. But, yeah, the daytime to nighttime transition is not working. I think nighttime to daytime is working, but it's the day to night that it's bugged. So just keep that in mind, guys. With that being said, that's where I'm going to end talking. I am going to leave you guys to watch the rest of the route if you choose to. If not, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all you guys. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And we'll see you next time.
プレイステーション